Crying out loud, dude.
Hi. Are you talking to me?
Hi, Jeremy. Are you? Come on.
Hi, Bradford.
You're gonna
You're looking mighty
ruin
fit
my.
today.
You're gonna
Brad,
ruin
I'm
my
at level
New Year's
13
Eve.
in Fortnite.
What? Your interwebs is awful.
Your interwebs is
So is your
awful.
face. Brr. You're just stuck. Elliot, go away, buddy. We've already talked about this. Uh-huh. Level 13 on Fortnite. That would be the Elliot, not the germ.
That's pathetic.
Mm-hmm. Brad, your interwebs truly are awful.
Your interweb is awful.
Your interweb is awful.
You're the only one with no connectivity in a phone that you think is super badass, but it's just an iPhone.
It's an iPhone 14 Pro Max V HLMNOK.
Brad just won a number 1 victory royale.
We might have to do this later.
Here we go with the apologies.
Okay, just buddy, like I love you to death, but we've already had this discussion. Okay, thank you. Not forever. He's gonna leave me forever now.
It's not a bad idea.
Yes, it is. It's the worst idea.
Jeremy, New Year's Eve.
Brett, New Year's Eve, and you're not at home. You know how I know? Because your background isn't the same as it always is. You about to party hard tonight, man?
But I am at home. This is the home that I grew up in.
What? Well, I think we should get some kind of like tour.
No. Jeremy,
Bradford,
episode 26, last day of 2023.
the last day of 2023, and I must say,
The Briggity Brobobs.
are you doing me today?
That was you.
That was pathetic. You didn't even see the Briggity Bro Bobs podcast, so I couldn't even say the Briggity Bro Bobs with emphatic arm movements.
I said this is the Briggity Brobobs, and then
Briggity, no,
Bob!
Bob.
can you even go to the bathroom when you're at home?
No, can't do anything when I'm at home.
So you come in.
Dad, hey Dad, which is your favorite Pokemon? If you were a Pokemon, what Pokemon would you be? Hey Dad.
Hey, Dad, what's your favorite Pokemon? What Pokemon would your partner be?
Brad would be Mr. Mime.
There's like zero concept that we're about to blow up, and he just wants to be a part.
Yeah, he doesn't understand that. Like this could be the make it or break it podcast for us to go and become from zero to billionaires in 3.5 days.
That by 2024, I'm guessing.
I would imagine that's when it's going to happen. Is 2024 because
Like
you're not posting this tonight.
True.
So I mean, they're not going to see all of this.
10 weeks, 5 days until the DC half marathon.
Yeah, that's uber frightening. So frightening. The most frightening.
I feel like right now, here's Brad. Upward. Well, probably more like this, like SpaceX.
And here's Jeremy.
Straight up.
Coming straight down, about to crater into the planet Earth.
90 degrees, straight down, nosedive.
Big time.
Probably not even nosedive. I think it's a belly flop.
I mean, I would rather all of my bones shatter right now than what's going on.
It's probably close.
It's probably, it is. I mean, it's exactly what it feels like every time I take a step.
So
Shattered bone.
what's wrong with you right now?
So last time we talked, I told you I
Other
went
than a
for a run.
shattered ego.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing. But last time I talked, we talked. I told you that how I went for that run and my hip hurt, and then the next day, both my hip and my Achilles were on fire. Well, my hip is fine. It feels fine. Like I don't know if it's fine, but it feels okay. My Achilles, on the other hand, is just crushed. So I went for a run yesterday for the first time in I don't know a week plus, and it hurt every step. Every step hurt, and guess what? It hurts all day today. But I did ice it once. I didn't have a chance to ice it again. I'm going to ice it. Maybe I should ice it now, but I'll wait until after. We've already had enough distractions as it is. So, yes, no, and my ego is going down. My, you know, preparation obviously is going out the window. I'm sure that I will have 4 weeks until the half marathon before I could probably even run any kind of consistency again. Um, and the almost 4 minutes that I put on you is gone. It's wiped out at this point. I just mentally know that it's all gone,
Just
which
it's
frustrates
already
me.
eviscerated.
Truly, like I can't. If I run every other day, even it's not going to get me anywhere close because I'm only able to put 25 or 30 minutes in before I have to stop. So it doesn't even benefit me. So if I have to take a month off, like where am I going to be? I'm going to be completely lost.
Lost?
I'm going to be lost, man. I'm
I
lost
don't,
already. Like mentally already defeated.
wow.
Because we've been training for what, 6 months now, yeah? Give or take a week or two.
I've had on well over a month.
But 6 months, give or take a week or two, is what we've been doing, right? It's what we
Yeah.
started. This is the second time in those 6 months that I'm sidelined. Second time. Look, Brad, I took off when you were injured. I think you should take off now that I'm injured. I think it's only
But
fair play. I'm aware. You're tearing it up. Big time. Big time.
big time.
Big time.
And so how are you going to get over this just absolute defeatist attitude?
Brad, lots of medication. My therapist is going to have a field day with this one.
You could. I still think you
I
could
know.
go full Parker Volby here.
I know I can, Brad. I know I can. But when school starts, there's no way for me to go and train at my gym. There's
At
just no
5 in the
way.
morning, like you run.
I haven't run at 5 in the morning in a while, but I guess I could go at 5 in the morning. Do you know how miserable that would be?
What's the difference between running at 5 in the morning? It just sucks either way.
Because I'm here. I'm here. When I get done, then I still have to get Elliot up, take the dog out for a walk, get everybody together, get all that stuff together. So if I go to my school's gym, that means I'm not here because I'm not coming back. That would be wasteful.
I mean,
And I'm not gonna put Katie in that. I don't want to hear it.
so it sounds like somebody's saying, Jeremy, it sounds like
She's
you're
saying
just
that right.
making excuses for the sake of
She's
making
saying
excuses.
that right now. And then the third day that this happens, that I'm not there, she's gonna lose her mind.
I find that hard to believe.
The third day, she's gonna say, "Nope, you're not doing it anymore.
Well,
Can't do it." Your
even if
punch.
that did happen, you're 3 days crazy fitter than you are today.
I mean, yeah, but Brad,
So
it's not the same.
so let's what you one, I would think that what you should be doing is doing something every single day that can still improve. So if you do you think that if you lost 20 pounds between now and the half marathon that would help you?
Yes, but how is that supposed to happen if I'm not running.
Lots of people lose weight without running.
Well, not us, Brad.
Well, listen,
Let's be real
if you
here.
want to be
We know
dedicated to the game
we know
here,
who we are. We know who we are, though, Brad. I've
throw
got
out that
chips
ice
and dip
cream.
waiting for me tonight. Uh,
Throw out that ice cream.
okay, I can throw out the ice cream.
So
Throw
I
out
would be
sodas.
doing. Here's what you need to be doing until you're fully recovered. One,
Okay.
finding a way to cross train. So
Okay.
otherwise, you might as well just mail it in.
I think that's what's going to happen, Brad. I think no matter how hard I train, it's not the same as running training. You just went out and had a phenomenal run. That's just the beginning of your runs. You've come back in a month and now you're running already over 8 miles in mid eights. How does that even happen? It's
I've
defeat.
been warning you for 6 months now that there's world records on the line and that I'm taking this serious.
Brad, I'm sorry. I love you to death, and I'm very, very proud of your progress. But running 8 miles at 6 minute pace, or 6 mile, 8 miles at 8 minute and a half pace, does not relate to world record.
Guess you're just gonna have to wait and see, Jeremy. So one, you're gonna have to cross train. That's just all
Yeah,
that there is
I
to it.
did.
Two, hold
I did
on.
like 10 push-ups today.
What can you lift weights?
I mean, again, it would have to be not right after school. I would either have to do it like late at night, or I would have to go early in the morning.
So but you could do something at home.
I don't have
Jump
any weights at home.
squats, jump squats, jump lunges, Bulgarian split squats,
I
push-ups,
can't jump,
sit-ups.
Brad.
You can't jump with that?
No,
Can you do squats?
I can just do regular squats. I can do all the
Lunges?
lunges. I can do that stuff, but I
Okay.
can't jump.
Can you and so then
So
what
that's
else can you do
power away.
from a modality standpoint to help your Achilles get better? Like can you be
Ice
foam
it.
rolling every day?
Get it.
Can you ice it every day? Can
Yes,
you take ibuprofen to
I
reduce
can look. I
inflammation?
know. Yeah, but I don't want to take ibuprofen every day. That's like that. I'm not willing to do that
Jeremy, so if you
because
had
that's not.
surgery, they would
I
tell
don't
you.
like. I don't like taking medicines every day, Brad. I can tell you one thing that I could do to help.
So hold on. So if you have a surgery and they
That's to do.
say we need you to take ibuprofen to reduce the inflammation, you're just going to say, "Sorry, that's not going to happen."
I don't like take. Ask Katie. Do I like taking anything ever? No, I'm stubborn, but I also just don't like taking medicines every day. It doesn't like make any sense. I know.
You
Can
take medicine
the
every
one
day.
thing I know that can get me what
You take medicine every day.
I do take I take a medicine every day. That's correct.
Okay.
But
So
the thing that can get me through this is to become partially bionic. So I think we need to start a GoFundMe page. I think we need to get me some pistons for Achilles tendons and replace those bad boys.
I would be personally throwing every single thing possible at this. I'm sitting here looking on my phone. They've got all sorts of Achilles tendonitis braces, compression socks, nighttime
I've
splints.
got
It's
compression
like
socks on today. Didn't work. The
it's
splints
not
don't
just
work.
one day, Jeremy.
Brad, I'm aware. You don't think that I've tried this stuff. The splints don't work. You want to know
Jeremy,
why? Because my
I
Achilles are so short.
I talked to you. I talked to you this morning, and I said, "Don't you have any compression socks?" And you said, "I don't think so." Now all of a sudden you say, "I've
I
been
have them on
trying
right
it."
now.
You just put them on today.
Right, and it didn't work. My Achilles still hurts.
It's not a one day thing,
I mean, if it doesn't work immediately, what's the purpose? Every day it
Jeremy. How
doesn't
long?
work is one day I'm falling behind.
How long does it take you to get into shape? Is it one day?
For some of us, yeah. Like, I think one day I'll be
Uh-huh.
fit.
Well, yeah, one day. That's true. I
One
I
day I'll
think you
get
need to
there.
throw every single thing possible at this thing, including icing it 3 days, 3 times a day.
I most certainly can do that. Even at school, I can do that because I'll just put it on underneath my pants because
What
I've
about
got that
stretching?
that that sleeve thing.
Stretching, foam rolling.
I can stretch and foam roll. I can do all that stuff, but the stretching doesn't help a tendon, Brad. It just doesn't. But I can foam roll the muscles around it. I can't stretch my calf because it pulls too much on my Achilles, and then it's just pulling my Achilles and it's tearing it more. Hi, kitty. Brad, are you there?
I'm sitting right here.
Your image is stuck, and it has been stuck on my screen for 15 minutes.
Well, we've been recording for 16, 27, 28, 29, 30,
I
31,
got 31,
32,
32,
33,
33,
34, 35,
35.
36.
Well, look, 39, 40, 41, 43, 44,
So every day you should be
45.
doing something to better that when it's time to get back to
I can
running,
do
you're good to
that.
go. Ugh.
I can do that. Can I eat better? Yes. Can I stretch better? Yes. Can I do activities that are going to strengthen me without putting too much pressure on my tendon? Probably. Like I said, I did 10 push-ups today. That's a lot.
I don't think
10
10
good ones.
push-ups is going to
All the
push
way
me.
down, nice and slow. A push-up is going to get me through.
Nope.
But
Ooh.
anyway, let's talk about you. You're on an upward trajectory. That's really good.
Oh, hold on.
What? What? Bradford.
I'm trying to get set up here. I moved.
Oh, what are you doing, dude?
I moved.
Is that better? Is that is that better? Better for your interwebs? Oh my God, you're laying down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we should all just lay down. Look at that. That's nice. Look at those pillows, man. Those pillows are super nice.
Yeah. So you should be every single day doing something else to improve if you can't run.
I agree. I can do that. But again, that's not helping my running. My
But
running is
it'll
going to
help you
be
get moving faster when it's time to go.
Brad. Can you tell me honestly that you lost weight in the preparation for you coming back to running?
No, I put on weight.
Yeah, so maybe that's what I need to do.
Yeah. I justified it
Well,
as, like if you were in the hospital. You know what it was? It was Seabiscuit. It was it, do you remember after he broke his leg, the rider?
yeah,
And all of a sudden he went from like eating 4 pieces of corn and half a potato for dinner every night till he was just chowing down to recover. And then when it was go
yeah,
time to get back on a Seabiscuit, all of a sudden he was back to eating miniature portions.
yeah. But
That's
his
how I
body was so
justified it.
strong because he like refueled all of it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to drink more water for sure. I think I need to add electrolytes to my water occasionally. So maybe every other like water I have, it should be electrolyte filled water. So
Just
like a
filled.
noon, well, just like a noon or like element or like liquid IV or something like that. I think that will help. I think part of my issue is that I'm like constantly dehydrated. So that's going to be number one is working on that, making sure that stretching and doing exercises I can do it, Brad. I'm just going to give you back a whole bunch of time at this half marathon.
See that?
What?
Starts with an attitude shift.
I didn't. I'm just doing this to placate you, like truly, because I don't want to get talked at any longer about this because you're not the one who has a broken Achilles. But Brett, the thing is, again, in 6 months,
Why
I've
were
been
you
hurt.
holding up 3?
I've been hurt twice because that's every 3 months. What in the world?
What did you do?
What did I do? That that. What did I do? Like this?
I don't know.
What did we do? Did you see it though?
Oh, I saw it.
I,
I think it was this.
3. I went 6.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It'll come back, but probably never again. That was weird.
So
But go
we're
ahead.
we're 10 weeks away from 10 weeks and 5 days
Yeah.
from DC half marathon.
Yes.
And we are 1 day away, less than. We're just a mere hours away from a brand new year, Jeremy.
I know. 2024 just has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Does it?
2024.
That
2024.
doesn't really roll off the tongue, but. And
But
then
it's
we have
2 is 4.
24 weeks and 5 days until grandma's.
So that's what I have to keep my mind on, right? That's what, like, this half marathon, do I want to do well? Yes. Was I planning on doing well? Yes. Am I going to do well? No. But the marathon is 6 months and some change away. So can I do well there? No, because 6 months isn't enough time to do really well. Truly, to get yourself into a fitness that I'm going to be content with. I'm not going to qualify for Boston. It's just not going to happen.
What
My
if you
mileage.
did a last chance qualifier? I think it's like, what is it, September 11th or 14th usually is like the last chance
I
date.
doubt that. I mean, that means a lot of training over the summer. I mean, I guess I would just have to find one that's local because I don't want to travel anywhere for too far anyway.
And all of the last chance ones are typically like they're either looped courses or downhill.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take any of that. Except for I want a flat loop would be great. Like a flat 4-mile loop. Done. Right? And do like a little bit more to get to the 26. So flat 4-miler and then you have like an out and back or something. Cool. 4.5, whatever.
There's the Erie Marathon.
That's too far.
There's the Last Chance BQ series.
Probably nowhere close to where I am.
There's the Tunnel Marathon.
Yeah, that's something we talked about doing is the tunnel marathon. You're gonna get your Boston qualifier, Brad.
It's in
You have to
Washington
run
State.
3:20.
So, but I probably got to be closer to like 3:12, 3:13. Maybe
I would say
3:14.
yeah, probably 3:13, 3:14. Yeah, probably 3:13.
You got the Tunnel Marathon. You've got. There's one in Maine that I know of.
What about in Virginia, Brad, or North Carolina, or Maryland?
I doubt it because they're hot.
Can be hot for sure. It would be hot. September for sure. It would be hot. So you just start like you start these races at like 6 in the morning, and then that's still going to be hot by 9. You started at like 4 in the morning, right? And then you're good. You're
With a
done by.
headlamp.
What's that?
With a headlamp.
With the headlamp. I mean, you would have done that with us. I mean, you did the ET Full Moon Half Marathon, and then you asked us to go out and do it again, and never showed up. So you know what it's like to do that. And we've had to run on the Palmetto 200 at night with headlamps. That's always fun.
I think we need to get back into a relay race.
I think that would be a lot of fun. It doesn't have to be Palmetto. It can be any. There are tons of them.
I realize this, but I mean,
Palmetto's good.
I kind of want somebody good on the team.
Look, I think we had a pretty solid squad the last
I
few
know,
weeks.
but you're injured and all.
Do whatever you want. Get your own squad. Go ahead. Go ask Jakob Ingebrigtsen and say, hey, Iliad, I'd like you to be on there. Calvin
Yer-
Kiptum,
Yared the
guys.
Goose.
Yeah, Yard and the Goose. Let's get him on there. You know, Charles Hicks, I think he could probably run a pretty good, solid run. You know, Jared Ward, let's get him out there.
He's getting old.
Yeah, but he can still throw down for 20 miles if it's split
Not
up.
the level that me and the rest of the guys can.
Yeah. Who else? Who else do you want to bring
So
on?
if I was going to do it, so how many people would we need
I mean, you need I would say 9 at a minimum.
to just blow out like a Palmetto 200 record?
Yeah. I mean, you could probably even do it with 6,
What's
depending on
the maximum team size?
12.
12?
So each person
And so
only
you're
goes 2
doing
legs.
2 legs each?
3.
3 legs. So, I mean,
I mean,
so
shit.
so
Honestly, Brad, these
hold
guys who
on.
you're talking about can go out and crush 440 pace for 7 miles. Like, it's no big deal.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So, but so Palmetto 200 Dream Team. So we're gonna put 12 runners in this.
Okay.
Who's the dream team of the Palmetto 200?
Jeez. Oh, I mean, Iliad Kipchoge, Calvin Kiptum. I would go.
So, but let's think as well that they're like marathoners would be decent at this, but really you want just stud middle distance runners.
Yeah, but some of the legs are like 10 miles, Brad.
Okay, and Josh Kerr just ran a half marathon in
101.
61 minutes.
Um. Okay, let's do some middle. Like Jakob,
Jakob is an absolute must,
Josh Kerr, Yard and the Goose.
but we'd have to do different vans for Jakob and Kerr.
I mean, let them get over it. Like, just let them beef it out with each other. Like, fisticuffs.
I think they got to be in different vans.
I was thinking we would just all go in one big van, like a transit van.
I was thinking 3 vans because they're going to be running so dang fast. They've
I mean,
got to
it's
get there
true, dude.
quick.
Like truly, you would have to because there's some legs that are only like 2.5 miles. So those guys are done in 10 minutes, and you're like, sorry, you have to
Traffic
wait
was
for us.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could get stuck behind a bunch of traffic and not get there in time. 3 vans for sure. So if you got 12, that's 4 people per van. Yeah. But then what you're going to have to do then is you can't even like have the same van go to get the same people. You're going to have to just like leapfrog each other. Just go
I know,
2.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like each van, you'd be doing like a van, a leg. So van
Yes.
1 would be leg 1, van 2 would be leg 2, van
Van
3 would
3
be leg 3,
and van 1 is
4
like
would
4.
be 1 again.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that.
So
Who else
and
do
it's got to be a mixed relay, I think.
it? Does it have to be? I don't know that it has to be.
I mean, I think it would be nice, Jeremy.
I mean, did we have any females on our last time?
Yes, you had that crystal girl.
No, Crystal wasn't on at the last one. Crystal liked to poop a lot.
Okay, thanks, Jeremy.
She did. I don't know if she liked it necessarily, but she just did it.
So, and would we be dividing this up? Like, listen, like you're getting, Jakob, you're getting everything from the 2 miles up to the 10K.
No, I think you say, okay, van 1, you get 1, 4, 8, or 1, 4, 6, 7, 7, 1, 4, 7, 10, so forth, right? And you guys just figure out who's doing what legs. You can only do 3 legs of a piece.
So, Yared Nagoose.
Yeah, of course. See, we're just going with like 1,500 meter guys. What about some 5K guys? Ooh, What's his name? Grant. What's his name? He just beasted on the American record 5K.
Yeah, but what's that going to do?
What do you mean? What's that gonna do? He just ran like 4:06 for 5K.
Okay.
What's his name?
What about
Grant.
Muhammad Katter?
Grant Fisher. Grant Fisher.
Has he medaled at the World Championships ever?
I think he was pretty close. If he hasn't, he might have.
He is not. I
Grant
don't
Fisher.
want anybody but medalists. Like, this is serious.
Brad. Grant
This
Fisher's
isn't
right
like
there.
a US NCAA championship. This is the Palmetto 200.
No, he ran 12:40 like something for 5K.
Okay, and what did Mohammed Katir run? Let's see. He holds 3 Spanish records in the 1500, the 3000, and the 5000.
Okay. What's the 5? What's his 5K?
1306.
Yeah. You want him and not Grant Fisher, who's run 12:40 something.
Oh, no, he's run 1245 at Monaco last year. This year.
Okay. Grant Fisher's right there too.
But
Grant Fisher is a longer distance
Jeremy,
guy.
the
Brad, we need
silver.
those guys who can go out and do 10 miles. Grant
No,
Fisher's that guy.
he's a silver medalist in the 5K to Jakob Ingebrigtsen.
Who cares? Who cares?
And he has a faster PR. So that means when it's coming down to it and that record is on the line.
I'm pretty sure the record's not on the line. I'm pretty sure that the record's not on the line with these guys. I think it's a foregone conclusion. So I think Grant Fisher deserves a place
I
on
know,
our.
but now you're just doing it now because you like him. This is just putting about the best team together.
He's also run in the mid to low 1240s.
But not as fast as Muhammad.
How do you know? Look up Grant Fisher.
He's a bum.
He's not a bum.
Yes, he is. He's never medaled in anything but NCAA
Look, did you look up Grant
championships.
Fisher?
I'm looking right at him. He's a
Okay.
full second plus slower.
Oh no, he ran 12:46. Oh man, that's
Yes.
slow. Too slow. Sorry, Grant Fisher.
And they're just American national records. Woo.
So what was the guy who you just said?
A second faster and a silver medalist at the World Championships. So
Okay. And Grant Fisher's going in. Sorry, he's a 10K guy too. Did we say Charles Hicks? Let's get some Charles Hicks in there.
You're just picking your favorite runners. This isn't putting together the best team.
It is the best team, Brad. They have to get along with each other.
I almost think you put this team together and I'll put my team together and I'll just blow you out of the water.
No, because we can't both get Jakob Ingebrigtsen.
Exactly. You're just going to pick a bunch of fanboys like Jared Naguse, Grant Fisher, all these
Okay,
bums.
I'm sorry. Jared Naguse is only the third fastest miler or fourth fastest miler of all time.
Is there a mile leg in this?
There's a 2-mile leg.
Not a mile leg.
No, but I've got Jakob Ingebrigtsen. He's going sub-8.
But maybe I already have him. He's in my vans.
Look. No.
Okay, so how about this? Let's do a draft.
I think we should do a draft, but we can't do it today.
Why?
Because I don't have anything in front of me to be able to pull names from like you do.
Oh my God!
Is it a mixed team?
Because your crappy recording device is your phone.
That's right. I think next episode that'd be great.
This is so typical of the Briggity Bro Bobs. I'm out here with just devices left and right, and you got shit all. You got your damn phone that you're recording on.
But Brad, that's all I have, man.
Yeah, that in just wild hand motions.
I'm bringing the flavor.
What flavor? It's a podcast. It's an ear pleaser.
They can hear my swoosh of my hands. See?
Jesus Christ. All right. So next episode is a draft.
So a draft of what exactly? Let's
Relay
get this
draft.
down. A
Relay
what?
draft.
200-mile, 12-person relay draft.
Yep.
Mixed,
Has to be mixed.
even split.
What are
Doesn't
you
matter.
eating? What are you eating? What are you waiting
Holiday.
until next year to start the diet? I mean, for crying out loud.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I got some dots.
It's one of them one Victory Royale.
Good job, buddy.
No,
It's
I watched it. It was
pretty
fine.
much in the word Victory Royale, but
Go, Elliot.
I got a crown too.
He got a crown. I don't know about you, but I'm going to get that crown too. And wait, I got a question. So is it a snake fashion? You go 1, I go 2, 3, or I go 1, you go 2, 3, then I go 4, 5, 6, 7, or we just go back and forth?
we'll set the groundwork. I'm going to have to give that some thought.
And how many women?
It needs to be at least 25% of the team.
All right, so if we're talking 12, that's 4 people. Done.
Yeah.
All right. Are we capping it at 25? Just 25? Because I don't want to go in and say, okay, well, I like this girl and make it like 30.
Why would you cap it?
Because women aren't as fast as men.
Well, there goes 30% of our listeners.
I don't think any women listen to us outside
Your
of my
sister.
mom and my sister.
Maybe
true.
that person in Australia. We don't know.
It's true. Women, I love you. And I want you to continue to listen. So,
If you're listening.
if you're listening. Man, these dots, they're on point today, boy. Woo!
Yeah, I'm sure that's helping your Achilles.
You gotta feed the body.
Okay.
So
we've got next week set. We were on a roll and you ruined it because you have no access to anything other than your face and moving arms. So what 2024 tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
What running wise are you looking forward to in 2024?
To be able to run.
That's it.
To put consistency in. To be able to be consistent for the entire year. Now I know the first couple weeks is probably not going to be very consistent, but ultimately when I get back into it, to continue to do the things that I'm going to start doing in order to get myself right, to do those things in hopes that it precludes me from being injured again.
Okay.
That would be it. And possibly to at least run a BQ, if not get into Boston, at least run a fast enough time to say I'm a BQ, Boston qualifier.
Yeah.
Without having, because dude, to be honest, I'll have to run 303 probably, and I just don't see that in the cards this year, right?
Well, I mean,
Unless I can be consistent.
I think the last 3 years they've led in every qualifier.
I think this is the first time. I think the upcoming one is the first time that they have, Elliot, buddy, the first time that they have built back in that you're qualified, but you don't get to race. I think this.
So what was the standard this year? How much under your time?
I think it'd be 5.5 minutes or something like that. I'm not sure about that, but I think it's over 5 minutes. It could be 7 minutes. I don't even know. 6.5 minutes. I don't know.
Okay.
So, yeah. So at least to say I'm a Boston qualifier and to get my PR down to sub 310, which to be honest, it shouldn't be that hard. It's just a matter of being consistent and not getting sick the 2 days before the race starts. So, like I did for Richmond. I was fit enough to do it at Richmond. I didn't. First, I forgot my watch at Richmond in 2019. And second, I was sick as a dog. And third, I blew the doors off for the 15th mile because I had a string of people as we were going across the bridge following behind this big, strong runner as I was breaking the wind. So I couldn't even tell you what kind of pace I threw down. I just know I redlined hard for like 5 minutes to try to get away from them, and I looked back and they were just standing right, or not standing, running right.
So it looks like it was a 5.5 minute buffer this year. 5 minute 29 seconds. You had to be under
Yeah.
this standard.
So 3:04:50 or 30 for me.
31. Yep.
Yeah. That's not happening this year.
Again, what about a last chance Boston qualifier?
But if that's still in September, that's not gonna. That doesn't give me enough time to get consistent enough to be able to do it the way it needs to be done. Like it truly is going to take some consistency on my part to be able to get the mileage in. I think I'm probably going to have to maintain 60-ish miles a week for the better part of 2 months to get there, and build up to that while doing the workouts, while losing the weight, while doing all that stuff. So, you know, and what? And coaching and finding time to do that. Like it's going to be a lot. I'm not saying it won't happen, but I'm saying the likelihood of it happening is very minimal. Now, I might be able to run something in like November, December timeframe of this year coming up that qualifies me for Boston 2026, right? Doesn't that work that way? Like if I
Yep.
qualify now,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Yep.
So if I did it sometime like late this year, I can qualify for Boston 2026, and maybe that's what I'll do. So,
Okay.
yeah. What about you, Bradford?
Looking forward to from a rate, I'm looking forward to having some longer races, being healthy. I'm looking forward. I think this is going to be 2024 is going to be an awesome year for racing shoes.
For some of you. Yeah, I'm excited for you, Brad. Like, do I get envious? Yeah, I do because there's nothing I can do to get myself into like a great pair of like racing shoes. But I'm excited for you to so you can see and tell us what it's all about, right? And to have some good times. Like, am I competitive with you? Yes, but that doesn't mean I don't want you to do well. And if that means that you beat me, so be it. But it sucks as a competitor, but it benefits us because you're my friend. So. Yeah, well, I'm excited for you and me to live vicariously through you.
Well, I have to imagine at some point somebody's going to come out with a wide, true
It's not.
racing shoe.
There's just not. I don't think enough demand for it. Like it costs. You got to think they have to. If they're going to do that, they have to create the platform, and each platform, I believe, at least from when I worked in the running shop, I was told cost $1 million per size. So, um, think about that. Like, are they going to recoup that money? Probably not, just for wide width shoes.
So, but if you think about it, at some point, the technology is going to be there. So, the difference between one super shoe and the next is probably going to be very, very tiny incremental gains from year over year.
Yeah.
So I would think it's possible that a Saucony or a New Balance would come out with a wide platform, actual racing plated shoe that they keep it's just the same thing with color iteration updates for 3-4 years.
Yeah. I'm thinking. Well, the thing it's not just the platform. I mean, the carbon plate is going to have to be changed so that it fits differently on the platform. It's going to be a lot. Like it's probably going to be more than what you would expect. But maybe I could see New Balance possibly doing it because they do kind of cater toward those us wide-footed folk.
The
They have a
freaks
lot of
of the
options.
running world.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
So, and doesn't New Balance make the Super Comp trainer in wide?
They do. Maybe one day I'll get one when I start running again in 2024 next year.
So that might be it.
But it's not a racing shoe though, is it? It's got the word trainer in it.
Well, is it better than a non-plated shoe?
You tell me. Do I have a plated shoe? I've got the Boston.
That
It's got
comes
like
in
the
wide.
ride. What?
That comes in wide.
It does. It's not a great shoe for me. It's super stiff.
10 2E wide Supercomp Trader
Yep.
V2.
V2. I thought are they not at V3 yet?
V3 comes out next year.
Oh, that's what you sent me the text of.
Yep.
I'll be counting on that bad boy.
So I'm looking forward to some good races. I think it's going to be a really good year for shoes. I think this last year was like, it seems like in the shoe technology, it's like 1 year amazing, the next year like it kind of flattens out. Another
Yeah,
big year.
it can't be exponential growth. It's just not possible.
Yeah.
Technology, it's got to catch up. Maybe
So
I'll try to fit into those Adidas shoes that came out, the $500 ones. That'll probably get me where I need to be.
I bet
And you can only really get a marathon out of them.
one marathon and one in the warm up.
And the warm up. A little short break-in period, and then away you go.
I think the new Nike Alpha Fly is going to seems to be ridiculous.
Do you agree that they do help performance?
I think there's definitely a placebo effect. I think in particular when you're looking at something like the Alpha Fly that has an AirPod in it, that I'm guessing the majority of runners are fit into the wrong shoe, because you really need that AirPod directly under um, the ball of your foot. And so
Yeah.
if you're buying a shoe that's too small, it's going to be basically in between like your toe joint and the ball of your foot
Yeah.
versus like they're specifically built to land in one spot and nowhere
Right.
else.
And I wonder what Nike has imagined. Like, do they size you up like a size like traditional? Like if you're running a marathon, you want to have that, a thumb's width of shoe gap between your toe and the front of the shoe, so that you're not banging your toe
Yeah.
and losing toenails. Have they accommodated for that, or accounted for that? You would think that they have, right? I don't know.
I would assume that they have.
But
So
I couldn't tell you because I can't fit my fat foot inside those bad boys, nor would I want to, because if you break it, you buy it. I throw my fat foot in that thing and I bust the side out. That would just be unfortunate on many numbers of
both
levels.
the air bubbles immediately deflate.
Are you trying to say that I'm fat or that I've got fat feet, Brad? Both? I mean,
Both.
yeah, the shoe
Yep.
fits, or does it? Hey, that was a good one, Jeremy.
Hopefully, Christ.
So I have a feeling, Brad. So my alarm went off on my phone, and it reset my recording. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm only showing 8 minutes and 15 seconds right now.
Oh my God.
So sorry, guys.
So maybe we only get this little bit.
Play the silent game. Sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm getting better slow.
Well, we're
Maybe
gonna
when we
I think we've had this happen
good
before.
times.
So
Yeah, it was on your part though.
yeah. All right. Well, guess what, Jeremy?
Well, look, 2023 has been an adventure. We both got fittish, injured, fittish, injured, getting fit, not injured. So that's good.
I feel
I'm
like
excited for you.
the difference right now is have you watched Stupid Money?
No.
It's about
Is it a show? Is it a movie?
it's a movie about the
Oh, I know what it's about.
GameStop
Yeah, yeah.
saga.
Yeah.
So I feel like right now I'm in a hold pattern, diamond hands. Like my stock is just hold because it's going up.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited for you. Like you said, you're feeling really good. Everything feels good. You know, you're doing what you need to do. The weight will come off, Brad. You know it. So don't look at yourself in the mirror and say, "Oh, look at that jiggly body." It's only jiggly for a little bit.
All right, man.
All right,
Guess what?
Bradford. What?
Love you, bud.
I love you, bud.
Have a good New Year, Jeremy.
Happy New Year. Hey, tell your family I said hey, and we love you guys, and we'll see you in DC.
See ya.
Later.